I don't know if you know, but World Book Night 2011 had Mark Haddon's Curious Incident and David Nicholls' One Day, both of which have been compared to our next reader, our next book. The Rosie Project by Graeme Simsion is a bit of a phenomenon, really. It's only published 3 days ago, and it's already gone top 10 in the bestseller list, and has been published in 36 countries already. Graeme very kindly was on his way to Rome from Milan and has decided to do it via London, which I think is something, well, if you fly Alitalia, happens more often than you might imagine. Originally from Australia, a lovely man, a great pleasure to welcome with the Rosie Project, Mr. Graeme Simsion, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings. I stood inside the entrance of a suburban house that reminded me of my parents' brick veneer residence in Shepparton. I had resolved never to attend another singles party, but the questionnaire allowed me to avoid the agony of unstructured social interaction with strangers. As the female guests arrived, I gave each a questionnaire to complete at their convenience and return to me, either at the party or by mail. The host initially invited me to join the crowd in the living room, but I explained my strategy and she left me alone. After 2 hours, a woman of about 35, estimated body mass index 21, returned from the living room holding 2 glasses of sparkling wine. In her other hand was a questionnaire. She passed me a glass. "I thought you might be thirsty," she said in an attractive French accent. I was not thirsty, but was pleased to be offered alcohol. I had decided that I would not give up drinking unless I found a non-drinking partner. And, after some self-analysis, I had concluded that C, moderately, was an acceptable answer to the drinking question. "Thank you," I said. I hoped she would give me her questionnaire and that it might, improbably, signal the end of my quest. She was extremely attractive, and a gesture with the wine indicated a high level of consideration, not exhibited by any of the other guests or the host. "You are a researcher, am I right?" She tapped the questionnaire. "Correct." "Me also," she said. "There are not many academics here tonight." Although it is dangerous to draw conclusions based on manner and conversation topics, my assessment of the guests was consistent with this observation. "I'm Fabienne," she said, and extended her free hand, which I shook, careful to apply the recommended level of firmness. "This is terrible wine, no?" I agreed. It was a carbonated sweet wine, acceptable only because of its alcohol content. "You think we should go to a wine bar and get something better?" she asked. I shook my head. The poor wine quality was annoying, but not critical. Fabienne took a deep breath. "Listen, I have drunk 2 glasses of wine, I have not had sex for 6 weeks, and I would rather wait 6 more than try anyone else here. Now, can I buy you a drink?" It was a very kind offer, but it was still early in the evening. I said, "More guests are expected. You may find someone suitable if you wait." Fabienne gave me her questionnaire and said, "I presume you will be notifying the winners in due course." I told her that I would. When she had gone, I quickly checked her responses. Predictably, she failed in a number of dimensions. It was disappointing. My final non-internet option was speed dating. The venue was a function room in a hotel. At my insistence, the convener disclosed the actual start time, and I waited in the bar to avoid aimless interaction until then. When I returned, I took the last remaining seat at a long table opposite a person labelled Francis, age approximately 50, body mass index approximately 28, not conventionally attractive. The convener rang a bell and my 3 minutes with Francis commenced. I pulled out my questionnaire and scribbled a name on it. There was no time for subtlety under these circumstances. "I've sequenced the questions for maximum speed of elimination," I explained. "I believe I can eliminate most women in less than 40 seconds. Then you can choose the topic of discussion for the remaining time." "But then it won't matter," said Francis. "I'll have been eliminated." "Only as a potential partner. We may still be able to have an interesting discussion." "But I'll have been eliminated." I nodded. "Do you smoke?" "Occasionally," she said. I put the questionnaire away.